I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Melody.
And together we're Melsey. And we're doing a podcast.
I feel like we should have like a parental warning label on this or something.
Unless you're a terrible parent, you probably shouldn't let your kids listen to this.
Yeah.
There. I said
it. Good deal.
How was your week? What happened? 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks?
2 weeks, yeah. Yeah.
What happened to you this week?
Sick family. That's about it.
Gross. That's why you don't have kids right there.
Yeah. Went to a field trip.
Rule number 722.
Of not having children.
Yeah. You fucked it up.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love your kids.
Mine was all about children. What about you?
Mine was the opposite. It was, in fact, all about me, which was lovely. So Raven and I went to dinner at the Basil Leaf, which was lovely. And we're walking down the alley. We parked across the street. Mm-hmm. And we're walking down the alley to go. We're in a parking lot across the street. Anyways, it doesn't matter. The point is that I was like, oh, what is that? I was like, is that a leaf? No. What was it? A bird shot in my hair, which is probably one of my biggest fears. I'm always I think it happened to my mom once. And so in childhood and ever since then, I've been like, oh my God, there's so many birds.
And that could be the worst thing that happens to you is getting shit upon.
I hope that's the worst thing. It's hard to tell, but at least it was a bird and not a human man.
You never know.
I mean, I'm weird. I'm not that fucking weird. So yeah. So then Raven tried to help me get it out of my hair by it was like turds. It wasn't runny, which I guess blessings in disguise, right?
Yeah.
So she tried to flick it out of my hair.
Yeah.
And then it fell into the ankle, if you will, of my shoe right here. And then she opened up my sock. I think she was trying to use my sock to flick it off, but she invited it into a skin to sock situation, and it just kind of mushed around in there. And until I walked across the street to go to the bathroom at the Basil Leaf. And then I proceeded to get drunk because I was obviously traumatized.
Yeah.
And they were handing me a doggy bag. And for whatever reason, they sat two people. It was one side's a booth and the other side's chairs,
Mm-hmm, yep.
And they sat a large party on one side of us and this cute little 16-year-olds on their first date on the other side of us. It was adorable. And of course I was drunk. So I was making all kinds of comments.
Yeah.
And, so I'm getting the doggy bag, and I ordered sangria. They gave us I got a pitcher of sangria. Oh. And so I had a big old wine glass. Yeah. And they gave me the doggy bag, and Raven was talking shit, stressing me out, criticizing me. And she was like, you should stop. You're being so loud. And I knocked over my wine glass.
Oh, no.
Onto the girl.
Oh, no.
And then it broke on the floor.
Oh, no.
And I was like, I apologize. It's my 21st birthday. I'm clearly drunk.
Yeah.
So then Raven had to take me home where I fell asleep on the couch because I had a headache right after. I was like, I had to text Melody this immediately. Yeah. So, yeah. Yep. So that was my week.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was great. It was really humbling. It was a humbling week for Kelsey. So.
I have to say, so Kelsey and I worked at a wedding event this weekend.
Oh, yeah. We had a bridal show.
Yeah. And it was fun. But there was a live band there performing, and I could not get
what were the songs? I don't even remember.
It was the one that I can't get out of my head is Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh yeah.
Espresso. And but my daughter, so Frankie, my daughter, she's 12. I was telling her about it, and she starts doing the version from Saturday Night Live that had I
didn't watch it.
Oh, it had geez, there was a ton of people in it.
Yeah, I saw. Well, I think I saw reels. I just didn't stop because I feel old that I'm not really into Sabrina Carpenter. I'm not into her. Yeah, I'm sure she's great.
Yeah,
but I just haven't really seen her. I listen to podcasts, okay?
Yeah, murder podcasts.
I listen to murder podcasts. Sometimes I listen to survival, climbing Mount Everest kind of shit.
Yeah.
So,
why wouldn't you?
I mean, I love it. I like to hear people dying instead of me. And I'm like, this is exactly why I don't mountaineer. Right here. Right here. This is why I don't go on hikes. Because people die out there.
And you'll never have to chew your arm off or something like that.
And if I did have to, that movie, what was it with James Franco?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I would, that day, hour one, I'm cutting that arm off. I have an extreme, I don't think I have the tenacity for these kind of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm tenacious in other ways. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not lasting in a survivor. I'm just I give up. Yeah. I give up. I don't want to live in a survival situation.
Yeah.
We did start watching Paradise. Yeah, that's what it's called.
What is that?
It's on Hulu.
I don't even know what that is.
Hulu? You don't know who Hulu is?
I know what Hulu is. Come on, I get the package.
I don't even know. It's like post-apocalyptic kind of.
Yeah.
So like, let me look it up because I don't remember the actors' names and they're amazing and I feel bad for not remembering them. It's got James Marsden as president.
Oh, okay.
I know that much.
Yep.
And then Sterling K. Brown.
Okay.
I love him.
Okay.
And like Julian Nicholson. And there's somebody else in it that I recognize that. Anyways, so it's like the world ends and they build a whole like not dome city, but like under a mountain in Colorado. They have a city for like 25,000 people.
Wow.
And so they've created like a new city for Americans or whatever. It's like for our country. Okay. Basically, that's like what lasted. But I get the impression we only watched one episode. But so it seems like the other countries have done this also. Mm-hmm. And like, so the Julianne Nicholson's character is like a billionaire and she I think she's the funder of the whole thing, but she's basically also like the one that turns the president's neck, right?
Oh yeah.
So,
okay.
But so anyways, I don't want to spoil alert. So it was really good. Okay. I don't remember why we started talking about it.
Survivalist, that type of thing.
That's why.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. In that sort of situation, I'm like, no, thank you. I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to make it here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to try that hard to live.
I used to think I would be like a formative, like somebody's not going to mess with me, right? Like if I was in a
like
zombie
in
apocalypse.
a zombie, in Walking Dead.
Yeah. Like I used to think
I don't think I'd make it that well. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, but see, that was when I was like in shape and like
I
playing
could
roller
see
derby.
you. Yeah,
and,
I could absolutely see you like kicking ass.
Yeah, but now I'm kind of broken down and like my body hurts.
Exactly.
So.
I mean, maybe it's just your 40s.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we feel that way.
Yeah.
Because I do think like at like 36, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to start training in the backyard.
Yeah.
And I got really into Naked and Afraid.
Yeah.
And
you're like, I can do that.
Yeah. No, I started doing like bowdrills outside, which is, do you know what a bowdrill is?
No.
Yeah, exactly. And now I look at things and I'm like, we could skin that and make some jerky.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I'm always like, what can we make jerky out of? Because, your meat supply it's only going to last for a couple days, but then you have this giant animal. And so you need to learn how to process it.
Right.
I have thought through all of these things.
Yeah.
So actually, maybe I would do pretty good.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I do know how to use a bow drill in theory.
Okay. Yeah.
I tried to do it once as a joke with Logan and Leah because we also let Logan and Leah watch it. My niece and nephew, they watched it. We are a family growing up watching naked people on TV together.
Well,
hate to be weird.
It's the body, we're
right?
all born that
That's
way.
What I did think was a really kind of, because it was like nothing about like, there was no romance in it. And it's like when you're in a survival situation, it was so unimportant.
Yeah.
The only time it played a factor was because like their skin being so exposed, like bugs and stuff like that. And so really, and that's a lot of survivalists, like they have, like, oh, if you use the sap from this tree or something, or like use termites to rub all over yourself. And so there's natural repellents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like, using the world around you.
Yeah. So that could actually be a good thing.
Yeah. It's like because we are a family that started watching Survivor.
Yeah.
And then
I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah. We're such a Survivor family, but now me and Raven are watching Traitors too.
Yeah.
We're obsessed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Murder. If anybody's a Traitor fan, they get it.
Yeah.
Mom, Dad, anybody. These are 2 listeners.
Okay. So what are you thinking about this week?
Nothing.
You were talking to me about Jasmine Crockett recently.
Oh my God. I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah.
She's fabulous.
Yeah.
She's a bad bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, just we were the congressional hearings on the Epstein files, and we're a little couple weeks late because we had to move our podcast sesh. But yeah, the way she like annihilated, what's her name, Bondhi,
Pam Bondhi.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Also, fuck Derek Schmidt. Like he gave his time to her to answer questions.
Oh, jeez.
And I was like, thanks. We were not surprised, Derek. We were not surprised.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So, she's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and she's like up against James Tallarico. Have you been paying attention to any of his stuff? He's pretty great.
I watch her reels and I follow her.
Yeah, she's fantastic. He's fantastic. And so Texas is going to be an interesting one to watch.
I love that.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, go Texas. Look at us, Texas.
I know.
I mean, we feel you because we're like Kansans, but we're in a really liberal area of Kansas.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Like,
we're in a college town, and so it's like a blue bubble.
But having a Democratic governor,
Yeah.
So
for now.
Right.
She's up for
Don't
election
worry.
soon.
It'll end soon.
Yeah.
Right. It's like it'll all be over.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do think a lot of Republicans have been happy with her. And by a lot, I mean, I have no idea. I just talked to my parents and they don't mind her. But I would like to think that my parents are progressive Republicans.
Yeah.
We're all moderates.
Yeah. We were talking the other day about how you said that you hate Pam Bondhi, which really challenges your like feminist ideals.
It's just, it's like, I don't want to tear. I mean, the instinct to do it is it's just kind of like when you undo your, like deep seated, like my instinct to like want to tear her down because I'm like, you look like white trash. Like if I were to tear her down and say that she looked like white trash, things like that. And I'm like, I mean, we couldn't even like curl our damn hair, but no, she was just awful, like personality wise. It was like, and it's complicated because then she is a woman that I don't want to.
But like, don't lie about things. That's the thing. Like,
and that's what the ethics of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're an unethical person.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you gross me out.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I would much rather an ethical man be in this position.
Yeah.
So
I saw that there's a meme the other day where somebody said this is what AI was made for, and it's Pam Bondhi leaping out in the Jaws scene.
Hey, come on down and chum some of this shit.
The Dow is over 50,000 right now.
I was like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. I laughed so hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, just have basic humanity. Like,
like she wasn't even respectful to anybody.
Right.
Like, and that's, I think I was, my instinct is like I don't know. I'm just like, I think that's so sad that that's lost in politics today. Is that, we used to at least have some bipartisan respect that I seems like is completely out the window.
Yeah.
And I mean, we thought, it's like we thought Sarah Palin was bad. And it's like, I think I'd rather have a girl's night with Sarah Palin than to do this. Like, this is awful.
Yikes.
So I know, but what Sarah Palin would bring to the table? A casserole recipe.
Oh, yes. Here's what I'm thinking about. Bridgerton.
Gross.
You say that, but I know you've watched it.
Yeah, I did watch it, and I didn't hate it. I just get a little like, after so many episodes of it, I'm like, I have to take a break and watch somebody die. And true crime.
I mean, somebody's going to die. Somebody's going to die in Bridgerton. I can tell you that.
What do they have? Dysentery? What are they dying of?
No. Well, okay. So here's the thing. Bridgerton, when was that? We were shooting a wedding like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, and there was a string orchestra, or like a little string. It wasn't an orchestra. It was like a little like 4-piece orchestra thing, or string band, and they kept playing Bridgerton songs, and like it was just a thing where everybody was playing it. Well, the other day, Topher was actually listening to, he was watching lineman drills because he's like really into
adorable
coaching now. But he
was actually just watching some too.
Were you?
Yeah, because I started watching the combine stuff. And
yeah. Well, he's watching these offensive lineman drills on Instagram, and there's a guy doing drills with the Bridgerton music in the background, and I'm like, this is where we are. Well, so the other thing about with the offensive lineman stuff, Topher's actually also been watching. Well, we've been watching Nailed It on. It's where professional like pastry chefs come out and build these like fantastic cakes, fun. And then just normal people have to recreate the cakes, and they're never good. They're never good. I've
seen this. Yeah, I've seen previews of it or something.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Do you know who Nicole Byer is? She is hilarious.
Am I supposed to know who she is?
I'm trying to remember what else she's been on, but she is just...
Let me Google her. Oh, I love her. Yes.
Jack was like, she reminds me of Kiki.
Yeah, I was like, we kind of look alike. I mean, obviously we're not.
The way you guys talk about things and like joke about things. Yeah, he was like, that reminds me of Kiki.
Oh,
It was really
Bubba's.
cute. Yeah. But then we've been watching this other show. It's a Gordon Ramsay show. And there's also a guy who played for the NFL who's currently on, like, he got out of the NFL and, like,
it's adorable.
He became a lunch lady.
Oh my God. That would be so cute. Do you know, that's so random, but Marshawn Lynch is a photographer.
Yeah.
Did you know
We
that?
talked about that last podcast and we're going to
I'm
find...
gonna every podcast I'm going to mention it,
we
like,
should.
randomly. Be like, I don't know if you guys know this, but Marshawn Lynch is actually a photographer.
Yeah.
I already loved him so much just because he's hilarious.
Yeah.
And so to find out here, I'm like, look at you. I'm like, we're besties, clearly.
Yeah, obviously.
Bobby.
So, okay, I gotta finish up with Bridgerton though. So, you know, when Bridgerton first came, well, not when it first came out, but like the last season, I was like, I went down the Bridgerton rabbit hole then, and I read all the books.
Oh, Mel. So much Bridgerton.
I know.
You really, like, how can you even function in the world when you're like...
Well, you know, I'm reading all this smut.
I know. You're just like, are you just walking up to people and be like, hello? Whatever they say.
Hello.
How thy day today? Like,
Would you like a spotty? I can't even.
yeah, I was like, I don't even know what country I'm from.
Yeah, no, but I mean, honestly, because half the characters on it, like, I would like to hang out with them, the real life
You want to
people.
be, what's her name? Or the Lady Weatherfellow, whatever. What's her name?
No, I don't want to be her, but I love her because I used to watch her. I love Eloise.
You are Eloise, I think. Well, I think that in this, I'm Eloise, and you're the...
Yeah, I'm Penelope.
Penelope. It was like Lady
Probably
Weatherford.
so.
Waterford? Miss Waterford? Mrs. Waterford.
Yes.
Mixing my shows.
Rutherford? Waterford?
What is it?
Waterford?
I don't even... Waterford's from the
No,
Handmaid's Tale.
Featherington.
Featherington. I knew it was something like that. I was like, not Mrs. Waterford. That's Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, no, it's not any of those. But no, but I like that they focus each one on like a different person.
Oh, I do.
In the
I like
family.
this. Yeah, I like the way it's like, structured. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but Eloise is one of my favorite characters, and so I'm hoping that her series is next, or her season is next. But when I mentioned death, I think that Francesca's husband is going to die. Because he did.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your child, and I was like, "What, Francesca? I have a lot to unpack here."
Francesca Eloise is her name. Is Frankie's name?
Why the? Oh,
yeah.
Okay,
Frankie's full name.
You're gross right now.
I know.
You're embarrassing me. Embarrassing me.
I know. That's not my fault. I mean, that was before the Bridgerton series was
right.
popular.
It was like that. You guys got lucky.
Yeah.
So Eloise is what? I don't even remember.
There's going to be a bunch of people that die in the upcoming. Well, I think somebody's going to die. I think it's going to be
Lady Weatherford. Weatherfeather. What's
no? It's just that there's. I know that people are going to die because it's part of. Oh,
it doesn't have to be that way, Mel.
It is that way because it is that way though because that's how the books are. Well, I guess I
forgot it was based on books.
Yeah. So I guess it could happen, but maybe not.
I was trying to explain podcasting to Raven, and I was like trying to explain it like radio.
Yeah.
And I went back to like my freshman year education in my communications degree. Yeah. And I was like, well, so they make money off of ads.
Yeah.
And like, but this is the problem is that the media gets bought out by like, you know, what is it? Garnish Company. And is that who owns all the papers?
Garnett,
that's it. I was like, I can't even remember.
Garnett, listen to me.
I know. I was like, I called it Garnish. I was like,
Gammon? Garnett's my birthstone.
I was like, wait, isn't that mine? Mine's a ruby.
Let's talk football a little bit. Okay.
Let's go Chiefs.
Well, okay. So
let's start. Options. We got fucking options.
We do have options, but let's start. I want to start with the Super Bowl because now we're a couple weeks out of the Super Bowl. I am very proud because all of the predictions that I made came true.
It was such a defensive game.
It was a defensive game.
It was well, for people that are into football, it was a fucking amazing game.
For people who don't like football, it was probably super boring.
Yeah, like Raven was like, this seems like a really boring game. And I was like, this game is a fucking amazing. Yeah. But I love defense too. Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like I was a defensive player, soccer. And so my head's kind of always there.
Yeah.
But,
That was my only thing I got wrong. Was it ended up not being a low scoring game. I thought it wouldn't be as there wouldn't be as much.
I don't think I thought the Patriots were going to be a little bit stronger than they were.
Yeah,
but they just got crushed.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they shut them down.
Yeah.
But I was right about Kenneth Walker III. He got MVP.
He's so awesome.
He was amazing. But the biggest thing, he is done with his rookie contract. So he is a free agent.
Oh no, what's that mean, Mel?
Well,
we got options. We have options.
Yeah.
Which Tyreek obviously just, it's not like we didn't see that coming, but Miami releasing Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
And him being very vocal about wanting to come to the Chiefs.
Yeah. And Mahomes just restructured his contract.
Yes, because he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
And they're going to probably do the same with Chris Jones. And who else? There's a couple different people that are restructuring their contracts.
Yeah, and I've been seeing some of the guys who have been, they're going free agents, so they're probably going to be leaving the Chiefs too. So basically with Mahomes restructuring, that opens up $43.56 million in cap room.
I don't know where they're at right now with restructuring because that still put us under, or it still puts us, we're still over, but with the restructuring of Chris Jones and a couple other guys, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
But it's like we're just kicking it down the road.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yep.
So whatever.
Absolutely.
I'm fine with it though.
Yeah.
Because I would really like to see Kelsey get one more ring. I would really like this team. Like Chris Jones is not, probably got, I think we'll be lucky for this year.
Yeah.
This coming year. And I don't know what his restructuring looks like. I don't know where he's at with his contract.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I haven't really listened recently, like within the past week or handful of days. I knew that Kelsey was talking with Andy Reid and the Chiefs.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's what I checked on today.
Yeah,
is that I think they're talking.
Yeah,
that's the good thing.
Yeah,
which I'm like, of course they're talking.
Yeah,
you guys, they're besties.
Yep,
it's like father son.
Yeah,
they'll figure it out. I don't think any of us are worried about that at all.
No,
I don't think any of us are worried about like the commitment from. None of us are surprised that like Mahomes wants to stay a Chief.
Right.
Travis Kelce wants to retire a Chief. Chris Jones wants to retire a Chief.
Yeah.
And I think that is like the special thing about like the option of bringing Tyreek back.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts on bringing him back? And also Rice, who, I just want to throw this in the conversation because it's like Rice having his recent stuff come out about his ex. It's like they are problematic off the field, both of these players. And that's like some of the drawback. But they're both also producers, obviously. But like nobody is the cheetah, It's like nobody's better than the cheetah.
Yeah.
But they both have, so it's like Rice couldn't be worse timing for Rice.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
That's part of the consideration.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that, and I know you said you were watching the Combine. I haven't been
I was just watching reels of basically actually old stuff. I was was rewatching Worthy. Yeah. And I don't know about his time and anybody beating it. And then, of course, I was watching Chris Jones in the Combine when his dick fell out.
What? I think I forgot about that.
Oh my God, it's my favorite football moment ever in the whole world.
I think I
might have it on replay. It's a saved reel. I was like, well, that's my dream guy. His dick falls out in the Combine and it's fucking great. He's running the 40. I don't know what he's running.
No.
But his dick falls out because he was wearing he thought that they were like biker shorts. Have you not seen this really?
I remember hearing about it.
Okay, it's like he thought they were like biker shorts that they give him. And it was like, I think they were actually like panties, undies, men's undies, if you will. And so he his fucking giant dick falls out.
No.
And he knows that there's like a whole bunch of kids watching and shit. So all he can do is fall on it. I know. I was like, oh my God. But so in Travis Kelce, the Kelce Brothers podcast, they talked about it. They had him on and like Jason Kelce was like, that's amazing to even have an ability to fall out. I don't think mine can fall out. And I was like, I don't think we care, Jason. I'll take you any size shape you're willing to give. I'll take it. So
oh my God.
Yeah, but Chris Jones is adorable. And so is his dick. That we all saw.
It's crazy. Oh, that's so funny.
Right? It's keep him on the Chiefs. Definitely.
Yeah, agreed. Not for that reason.
But for that
maybe
reason.
for also that reason, but
Also for that reason. I mean, I don't think it hurts. I don't think it hurts anybody.
it hurts. Well, okay. So the other thing we talked about with Mahomes and Kelce though was this lawsuit.
Oh yeah.
So for anybody who hasn't been paying attention for our two listeners, there's this lawsuit from a company called 1587 Sneakers, and for those of us here locally, 1587 Prime is a restaurant that launched last year in Kansas City.
It's been a couple years, hasn't it?
Maybe. I'm trying to think because
they've had the part of the lawsuit. It's like they've actually been around longer.
Yeah. Well, they were building it. They knew it was going to. I mean, it's their numbers. 15 is Mahomes, 87 is Kelce. But that's the thing is like, so it's a restaurant here in Kansas City. So the sneaker company comes along and is like, we're going to sue you. Apparently, they were on, from what I understand, they were on Shark Tank.
Oh, gross.
A while ago. And so they like...
Because Mahomes and Kelce just sit around watching Shark Tank.
Right.
And they were like, oh my God.
What a great niche.
Drop.
It's our numbers.
Guess what? Yeah. We should steal that.
Yeah. So this sneaker company sued, but one, they're a sneaker company and Mahomes and Kelce did trademark their restaurant name, but... It's
not even in the same industry.
Yeah. And so that's not how like the legal process works.
Yeah. Like they're no threat to each other.
Yeah.
That's the comments on the stories online are fucking hilarious.
Are they?
Yeah. It's like, because it's like, oh, thank God. I was about to go to 1587 Sneakers to order a prime rib.
Right.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I was in Kansas City it was in October and I stayed in the hotel, or I was at an event in the hotel where 1587 Prime is attached to. Ooh. And Topher kept being like, you should just go get a drink. Like, just get a drink.
Just to scope it out. Yeah. I'll go. We should just go and do that sometime.
Maybe we should.
I mean, I've actually heard it's not hard to get into.
Really?
I think that they
go on a Tuesday or something.
Right. It's like, I think they maybe made it, and obviously in the beginning, but even it's like to have a reservation, maybe the reservations are booked, but I bet we could go sit at the bar.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
And I mean, even if we could get in, I would eat there.
Yeah. If you don't eat a steak there, I mean, for all the times I've watched you eat meat.
So this is the deal. I'm a vegetarian.
A bad one, might I add. I have no idea why she's friends with me, you guys. I'm the opposite of her.
And I've been a vegetarian for, I'm trying to do the math, 14 years. But a bad one, and not.
She's a good one. Let's not be hard on yourself.
Yeah, I was making. I mean, I mostly eat. I can't stomach steak except for when I was pregnant, because
that's my favorite part is that when she was pregnant, we ate at Texas Roadhouse weekly, and she would order like chicken critters. And I'm like, I don't know that I would eat that. And I am a meat and potatoes girl, if you cannot tell. So yeah, like I'm not sure that I'm eating some of the meat that she is.
Yeah, no, but all I could stomach was red meat. I mean, remember
that's so
that?
Weird.
Like,
and now her son, my godson, the perfect Jackie, is like a savage.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did he say?
Meat man.
He's meat man.
Yeah.
He would like be holding like a ribeye and like primal.
Yeah. We were like primal, but also he had dreams about a guy called Meat Man, where he's like the guy had like a T-bone. Well, he was like a T-bone head, and then he had a slice of pizza for his chest plate.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he was like a lot of hamburger and stuff like that, and he would eat them, and Meat Man would laugh and giggle about it, and then he would regenerate his meat. Like, it was so crazy.
What a creative kid.
But yeah, so anyway, so I would eat at 1857 Prime with you if we got in.
Well, maybe we should make a date night.
Okay, we'll have to think about that.
Or a date day on Tuesday. A date lunch.
A Monday lunch. They're probably not even open on Mondays, but
I'm good. I'm going to look it up right now.
Okay.
1587 Sneakers. That's so funny.
I bet it is really good food. I mean,
I don't think it's open for
lunch.
4:30.
Yeah, that does.
We're going at 4:29.
Yeah, we'll be there at 4,
or we can go at 9 p.m. Maybe it's open till like 10 on weeknights.
Okay. The cool thing though was when I was there,
reservations open for August 20th.
Oh Lord,
should I make us a reservation now? just for fun.
You can save up for it.
We're going to tell them we're podcasters.
We have 2 followers.
Right? It's like, Mom, Dad, get on there. Get on there.
Comment a lot.
Stay updated. I'm putting myself on a notification list.
Okay. Okay.
That was hilarious.
The thing I loved about it, though, was seeing all these kids like go in front of they were standing in front of the restaurant, getting like in their Kelsey shirts or Mahomes shirts.
And like, yeah, so I think it's like a great addition to what the Chiefs have already done in our city and the ways that they're like kind of putting their, like they'll be here for life, you know, and that's like just really cool for the Chiefs. We haven't had that in a long time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's very cool.
Bitches that are hating.
Well, okay, so I also wanted to talk about I finished that book, Football, by Chuck Klosterman.
Yeah. I want to read that. Maybe I just need to borrow that from you and read it.
Yeah, I'll let you borrow it.
Oh, wait, do you have it on loan to somebody else after me, right?
Topher's reading it right now, but
Topher.
But
JK Topher, I love you.
The thing I thought, though, that was really cool is obviously he had a whole section on who's the GOAT. Mahomes was not on it at all.
Oh, the disrespect. Should we write him? I know he's not. Well, I think there's an argument to be made that he's not the GOAT yet.
Yes.
And that is why he would not be on the list.
Right.
But it's like that we know he eventually will kind of surpass like all of Tom Brady's accolades.
Yeah. Well, and Tom Brady was the last modern day football player on the list.
Well, but I also think like Tom Brady like really changed the sport and he changed the position.
Yep.
And so it's like that to me is part of like what makes them
right.
It's kind of like when you're comparing like you're a good musician or artist compared to like somebody who really changed or created a style and like that's like. I mean, since Taylor Swift's part of our family now, you know, it's like I would argue like I'm not saying she's a GOAT vocally or anything, but like, you know, it's like she's carved her a whole new niche in an industry that didn't exist before her.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
I would agree with that.
I digress.
But that's so he listed who he thinks the list of people that could be considered the GOAT are. Okay, but the person that he ultimately walked away from saying this is the GOAT was Jim Thorpe. So, we're in Lawrence, Kansas, and Jim Thorpe he went to school here in Lawrence at what's now Haskell Indian Nations University. I used to live by Haskell. I loved it. And
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
you lived over there.
Yeah. And it was really cool. I mean, you know, you'd hear powwows and you'd hear all that. It was a really cool space. But the thing I really loved was they called their gym, like we would go work out. It was a free gym. You could go work out at the gym and they actually called it the gym, spelled JIM, for Jim Thorpe.
That's cool.
But I kind of wanted to highlight some of the things about him because do you know a lot about him?
No, I mean, I knew he was from here. But
so
I didn't know a lot I thought he was just a football player.
No, and that's what's crazy about it.
I didn't realize. I'm reading your notes.
Yeah,
I did not realize.
So the thing is, and I'll get back to the Chuck Klosterman thing, but he was born in 1880. 87? 1887. And he first played football under Pop Warner, which is where all the Pop Warner, like, Little League, like, there's the Pop Warner, like, Little League stuff that was named after him. So Pop Warner saw him and was like, I mean, this is essentially like we live in Lawrence where James Naismith, the creator of basketball.
What kind of a big deal, you guys?
Yeah. So it's sort of that same level of like Pop Warner, the guy, brought in Jim Thorpe to start playing football. So back then, he was going to Carlisle Indian Industrial School. I think that's in Pennsylvania. And like during the time he was in school there, he like broke the record for the high jump. He just like showed up in his street clothes and jumped.
Of course he did. Yeah, why not? Sure.
Yeah. He also, while still there, competed in high school, baseball, lacrosse, tennis, boxing, handball, and ballroom dancing.
You mean football? Because you said high school the first thing.
Yeah, but high school. Yeah. Well, while he was in school. So
he competed in football? Okay.
Yeah.
High school football.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And then the crazy thing, though, is so in 1912, he made it to these Summer Olympics. I'm trying to remember where it was. I can't remember off the top of my head, but he won gold medals in the pentathlon and decathlon. But the crazy thing was somebody stole his shoes. And so he actually went and like hunted down. He like found a guy. And this is another crazy thing. He had 2 different sizes of feet. And so he had to go find 2 different pairs of shoes.
That's
so
wild.
He borrowed a pair of shoes from one person for 1 foot, and then he dug out another pair of shoes from a
That is
dumpster
crazy.
and won the pentathlon and decathlon in those circumstances.
That is crazy.
And but then he ended up getting those gold medals stripped from him because it turned out he had played pro baseball. And so they were like, you couldn't play a professional sport and be an Olympian, but they were like, he didn't know.
Which that doesn't exist now.
Well, and I think they did reinstate his medals.
Oh, okay.
It's been within the last like handful of years. Like it's been a fairly modern thing that they reinstated it. But the crazy thing is that he just didn't know, and like a lot of this was just him like, and this was kind of the reason I want to bring it back to what Chuck Klosterman had said about him was he's like, there's this guy. And he's Native American. He basically like grew up with an abusive father. He had a twin who died really young of like typhoid fever or something. I think his mom died either in childbirth or very young or something like that. And he like worked on a farm. And he was just like throwing her around hail bales. Yeah. And so he's like, his whole point in this, he's like, I mean, and Jim Thorpe's been named the greatest athlete of the first half of the 19th century, which is kind of, or I guess the 20th century is what it would be. And so like Chuck Klosterman said that because of the circumstances, like we don't know, like the amount of cameras that exist today where you can go and watch film. And that's what he was saying about Tom Brady. He's like, Tom Brady can sit down and watch film and do that with his life because it's something he can do. Right. Jim Thorpe didn't have that back then. Yeah. He just went out and killed it. And he was like 6'2" and like, I don't know, 220 or something like that. It's not like he was the size that a lot of football players are.
Gladiator.
Yeah.
What position was he?
I don't even remember. But
let's find out.
Yeah, but his whole thing is like that is why he's the GOAT.
Tall. Like he's like he's just an average guy.
Yeah, but he was like this phenomenal athlete, and I mean, who are the people that we think about today?
Mahomes.
Well, I mean, because
I would say that because it's like he's a little chunky monkey, and which I love. But it's like he also plays a very street style of ball. Yeah, but
which he brought that up in that book too, because he was like, I didn't think that was possible, and then Mahomes shows up. Because he was like, I was
that's
watching.
Exactly. And it's like, kind of no matter what, because Mahomes definitely didn't have an issue last year, performing. Like, there's some limitations, I think, that like any athlete aging gets. But also, like, he was fighting some injuries that some of us didn't even know about. But, like, I just think he can show up. Like sometimes it's not that he doesn't work out hard and isn't in shape, but he does carry a little bit more weight and things like that. Like I think his body looks a little different than some quarterbacks we're used to.
But Topher was like, I've watched his like off season training regiments, and he's just like he's working on those like
he works on him. But I also think it's like he works on him because he introduced them in a way to the quarterback position that, it's like, so now he's working on, but I think he was probably doing that shit as like a 10-year-old,
Probably, yeah.
And like he has adapted his workouts for his skill set. Yeah. But it's like, nobody was trying to throw a side sling,
And now you're seeing it more
football.
and more.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. But I was even thinking,
he's just a good athlete around.
And that is the Jim Thorpe thing too, because, and this says that Jim Thorpe was most notably a running back, but he was also a defensive back, punter, and
wow, that's versatile.
Well,
but that's what I think that. Not to bring up Mahomes again, but I think Mahomes could be put in any of those positions. We've also seen that from Kelsey a little bit. Justin Reed was, you remember him kicking? Yeah.
I loved Justin Reed. I know. I was so sad when he left, but he went home. But, I was actually thinking that people like, it's Coach Prime who, didn't he play Michael Jordan played
Baseball,
he played baseball,
yeah.
and yeah, there's like a handful of athletes.
There's several
out there.
athletes that are just at that level.
Yeah, but we really don't see a lot of that anymore because we're seeing more people who are like, especially now as kids are coming up, that they're young and getting comfortable with a sport from a very, very, very young age, and they're not getting the cross training in other sports.
Right. That's what I mean. I even, not that I was going to be a goat in anything, but it's like you have to niche down so quickly. And like the things that I was interested in were all in competing seasons.
Yeah.
And especially when one of them is taking you to a college level, which, at freshman year in high school, we're kind of deciding.
Yeah.
And,
or even younger sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, really, I think, we started, I think I was like, okay, like I'm probably going to be able to get into college if all goes well.
Yeah.
So like
and
14.
You did.
Yeah.
I mean, you did. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like the recruitment process like can't formally start, but it's like, but and you start upping things and getting kind of preparing yourself at that stages of life. And so it's like, I'm not willing to play other sports. And even on my off season, sometimes that can risk injury.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't know. I'd be interested to hear how like pro athletes like Mahomes who played dual sports.
Yeah.
Like
he
made those
decisions.
decisions. Yeah. But he thought he was going to be going to college or to baseball.
Like his dad.
For college. And so it wasn't, so it's like, I wonder, I think that's interesting too. It's like, was he always a quarterback? Because it's like
that's a good question.
Quarterbacks.
Kelsey was a quarterback in college.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
and it's like, quarterbacks are protected. They're not necessarily taking it, but it's like assuming in sports like football, it's like depending on what position you play to, because of risk of injury.
Yeah,
it's like if he was, an offensive lineman, it might look a little different if you were going to play two different sports or not.
Yeah, well, and Chuck Klosterman does talk about that in his book too, about how a lot of people change. So I'll definitely.
Yeah, that's always interesting.
Yeah,
I'm interested to.
Yeah, but it was fun seeing though that so somebody that we respect here locally. I mean, you do hear like Topher had made a comment about. It's not a good football book if it doesn't mention Jim Thorpe in it. Yeah. So, but also he was like, it looks like a cool football book because it was like red, and he said it looks like those like leather bound books that are, Yeah. He's like, and when I put it in front of him, he was like, okay. It's like sexy. Ooh, football.
He's like, ugh, football. I can smell the meat now.
Yeah. But it was a good book.
Steak sounds great right now. Side note.
I also
it's like, let's go to Texas Roadhouse. Oh my god, I want some rolls.
Yes, rolls.
It's like 4:30, you guys. It's like 4:45, and I'm starving already. Melody and I eat really early. I will like text each other at like 10:45. I'm like, do you want to go to lunch?
When are things open?
We'll stand outside. It's fine.
Something you said too about being the goat.
That I'm the goat.
well, actually, two things. Have you seen the it's the newest Tracy Morgan show on NBC?
No.
Where he plays...
we can afford cable, Mel.
Oh.
No.
I don't know how I'm getting... Oh, no. We
You're rich. You're rich, girl.
No, we don't have cable either. We just have an antenna.
Actually, my dad always brings that up, and he'll really appreciate that. Because, he's one of our listeners of the two. And so maybe like, I always tell Kelsey to get a satellite.
Yeah, that's why I have... I can watch it.
That's great.
But he plays a former football player who bet on himself. Obviously. And gets kicked out of the NFL, but he keeps referring to himself as the BOAT, the best of all time.
Oh my god, I love it!
It's so
I'm
funny.
I have to watch that.
Yeah, it's really funny. But then I also wanted to mention, with it being the Olympics time, I saw that meme the other day, and it reminded me of you talking about wondering if there's some Olympic sport out there.
Yeah, I think I think after my college sports career was over and stuff, I definitely was like, I wonder what else I'm really good at that I have no idea. And just like innocuous things. Is that the right word? Innocuous?
I think so.
Okay. It was like, I feel like you're a wordsmith. So, like I think it was when I started, my dad was teaching me how to shoot guns. And I was like, I wonder because obviously I'm great at it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm not Olympic level, but
you could be.
I mean, I've done it a few times now.
It takes practice.
But it's like, that's what, like, stumbling upon something that you're like crazy good at that you had no idea, especially with the level, like all the random shit in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Like who knew that, like that woman that break danced. Obviously she's great.
She is great.
She's so great.
Yeah.
Was that the pose?
I don't know. I knew it was weird. I also heard that Kansas City now has a curling club. They had to get their own. They had to get their own ice rink for.
Where did they put it?
I don't know. I just heard it.
Where did they get funding for this?
Who knows?
Who is paying for that?
It's probably a club sport, and you pay a lot of money. I mean, that's where everything comes from.
Or KU?
No, it's just Kansas City. Yeah, Kansas City Curling Club.
I talked about your derby career with one of my clients the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were like, my daughter did derby, and I was like, really? What was her name? Was it Megan Nobra? Is that what her name was?
No, it was Erin Nobra. Yeah, Erin Nobra. And no, it's so funny because, I'm kind of in a weird relationship with derby right now.
Are you?
Yeah, because people are acting like because I retired more than. I mean, it's been almost a decade now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's been 8 years.
We should post the pictures of you in the ambulance too. By the way.
Yeah, we could talk about. We do have
Kelsey's
to talk
my
about
emergency contact.
Yeah, but yeah, like they're telling me my experiences don't matter anymore. It's not the same derby and stuff. So,
ageism.
Yeah,
right. We're experiencing that now. Great.
Yeah.
One more thing.
In roller derby.
One more fucking thing.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's
they're
crazy.
not. It's not exactly.
Why are they
welcoming.
such? It's crazy how they're like some of the things that have happened have been very exclusive of them for such an inclusive sport.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, it's been strange.
Anyways.
Well, so you're not watching the NFL Combine?
I watched a few clips.
Yeah.
But
Old one.
I can't. Well,
Dick's falling out.
Yeah. I mean, if there's dick involved. Just, no. Oh no, my dick fell out. Can we make that a meme? Yeah, I mean that's all I can think about is Chris Jones' dick right now. I didn't actually see it, to be clear, but I do think he's single now too.
Oh, really? I thought he was married with kids.
He had a girlfriend.
Okay,
but I think they broke up last year.
Oh,
and I was like, say less.
Kiki's on the prowl.
Hey, Chris. My dad's name's Chris. Dad, earmuffs, Dad.
It'll be cool to see what comes out of it. I don't know. We do have some KU guys who are in it.
Yeah.
So we had a wide receiver, Emmanuel Henderson Jr., right tackle Enrique Cruz Jr., and then Jalen Daniels, our quarterback, which I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm hoping, oops, I just hit that. I'm hoping that it goes well for him because, he really, I mean, we thought for a while he was just going to kill it. And he came in and he was doing great. And then he just had all these like really severe back problems. And he never really was able to get it out of it. So, so I'm hoping that maybe he can go somewhere with it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Real quick, just to wrap up our football segment. So what are your thoughts on who we should, like Tyreek, Kenneth Walker III?
Oh, Kenneth Walker.
You don't think? Okay.
If we could get Kenneth Walker, I would. Do
you think we should pass on Tyreek then?
I think.
I don't even know if we can afford him. But
that's the thing is, I think we got rid of Tyreek because we couldn't afford him anymore.
Right, and I just saw, and I don't know if it was factual or not, so because it was just a headline, but it said like he had offered $100 million, and the Chiefs were like, "Thank you, but no, thank you."
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I mean, I don't know that we'll be able to afford Kenneth Walker III either, but
right, and these guys deserve to get paid.
Yeah. But also, the Chiefs are a team that find and develop talent.
Honestly, yeah, that's where I think Brett Veach and Andy Reid, that's where we shine, is finding those guys that don't maybe look like they're high prospects. So.
Well, I mean, Mahomes wasn't high on the radar for
even
people.
A prospect.
Yeah. So, and they saw something in him. So I think, I don't know. I mean, I would love to see somebody like Kenneth Walker III because he was, oh my gosh, unbelievable. But we'll see. I'm hopeful for what's to come. It is kind of funny that these core guys that we've fallen in love with here in the Kansas City area are aging, which is kind of heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's definitely the end of an era.
Yeah. But then it doesn't mean that there's not going to be a new era that comes in.
Right. It's been really exciting to grow. Like with, especially if you're an old school Chiefs fan, it's been well deserved for everybody, like for fans and for all of these guys. And it's like, it just feels like we're a little family and it's changing, but it's exciting.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So I saw this thing on Threads the other day.
This cracks me up.
I love. So Threads is a weird. I mean, it's sort of the new Twitter.
Is it? I didn't even know what it was.
Yeah. Well, it's connected to Instagram.
Okay.
Like if you sign up for Instagram and you just like pop onto Threads one day, you suddenly have a Threads account. And so now through Meta, you will start if you are on Meta and you pop over to Threads by accident, it'll start showing up in your feed. So now I get all of these like, here's something.
Well, I always want to click on them and read it, but then you have to like sign up for something, and I'm like,
yeah, that's why you just haven't signed up for it.
Yeah.
But it's essentially Twitter for Meta. And so I saw something on Threads the other day, and because there are some really great brands, I'm going to do a little shout out to Beyond Meat. Their Instagram, their Threads. Well, they'll joke that they have no Threads strategy, that it's just somebody having a mental breakdown.
I love that.
But
it's my favorite kind of breakdown.
Right. But it's really funny. So Beyond Meat, go follow it. Even if you're not a vegan or vegetarian. But I saw this thing on Threads the other day. So just a little bit of context. There was a man who took a picture of a woman at the gym from the back. She's standing up.
Also, this outfit's fire.
Yeah.
She looks so cute.
I know.
I can't believe you said that.
So he and it's from the back. It's she's like talking to somebody at the counter, and he takes a picture from the back and says, "Please, girls, there's no need to wear these types of gym outfits at the gym. Gross."
Girls, first of all.
Right.
Don't call me girl.
Right. Well, thankfully, women hit back and really hard.
It's the best thing you'll ever see.
So
I have doxxed.
He did.
Jesus.
He got doxxed, which I'm not for doxing, not cool. But some of the comments. Are you
looking at him now? Oh my God.
Like some of my favorites, I saw one that was like, "Hello, Matt." It's Ronald McDonald. "Hello, madam. Your abortion is still alive," and it's posting stupid shit on Threads.
This one says, "You look like you're talking a lot of shit for somebody punished by genetics. Go take a nap, Temu Lorax."
I love that
because he looks like a Temu Lorax. You guys, like I've never seen a more fitting depiction of somebody.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of these that I'm seeing that are hateful to women online are like people that are.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
it's always guys that lack a Chris Jones dick,
right.
if you will.
Here was one.
Chris Jones doesn't have to talk shit on people at the gym, guys.
And this was one of my favorite. "Stop photographing strangers, you hobbit-looking loaf."
These are the best insults.
Men don't find it attractive when women, we don't care, like genuinely.
We're at the gym. Nobody gives a fuck if you're attracted to us or not.
Yeah.
We've never not gotten the dick we wanted, you guys. We've never not gotten it. Okay? I don't know. I mean, I have never had a problem getting anything I wanted, no matter what I looked like. You guys would put your dicks in a cold can of beans. Okay? Don't worry. We don't care. Seriously.
Yeah, there was one. Opens comments, sees that he's been handed his ass, closes comments. "Great job, y'all."
Right. Proud of us.
So just an FYI, this was when somebody wrote, "FYI, I just spoke with Cassara at the Planet Fitness in question, and she confirmed the internet did its thing, getting this dude banned. Great job, people. Kudos." And they tagged a Planet Fitness. So
that's fucking awesome.
So I thought that was amazing because women don't deserve that. Like, we're not going for men.
The commentary, we can't do anything, and we're guilty of doing it to each other too. That's like what I was so struggling with what's her name, Pam Bondhi. Yeah, it's like. It's like we always have to show up a certain way. Yeah. And it's like, fuck. Yeah. It's exhausting. And like the real lack of understanding that men have around like what that takes on top of everything, like and the level and like then the audacity to make comments to us like, "You don't need makeup." Yeah. And it's like, go fuck yourselves. Like literally.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like your dick in a can of beans.
Right? Go fuck a can of beans. I am tired and I have a headache.
Oh, yeah. So it's just, I don't know. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
sorry, I know there's some good guys out there.
Yeah.
But even you could do better. Just do more.
Yeah, just
call
like
Chris Jones.
Just like look in the mirror instead of and like try to fix your heart, fix your brain.
In general, like it just as a
yeah.
human. That's what like. I mean, women tear other women down enough too, and that is like what I always. My reaction to it is like number one. It's not that I'm just like a good person. I'm just that insecure.
Yeah.
I'm like, what on earth would they say about me if I talk shit? That is usually the guiding principle between like why I don't say things.
Yeah,
because I'm like terrified of what they're going to say back to me.
But also, you're one of the biggest like proponents of like
in that self-esteem issue lies like also like like why are we tearing each other down for us? It's just also an easy I'm way smarter and funnier than that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, I could just completely annihilate your whole personality or character. I don't really need to go after low-hanging fruit.
Right.
You know, and it's like shocker. Like you're gonna call me fat or something. You know, it's like that's so obvious. Like, come on. So I just like immediately lose respect for anybody that goes to that place for a lot of reasons. Yeah. But I'm just not that confident to ever attack somebody else for the way they look. I'm like, please don't say anything. Oh my God, I didn't wear makeup today. Yeah. So but I love that. I love that all these women came to because she also looks great. Yeah. I don't get it.
Yeah. But
I wish I looked like that in that outfit.
People are hateful. So I know. So kudos to that woman, and I hope that she walked away feeling good about it if she saw it. Right. Because people can be hateful. And speaking of hateful, have you been following the SAVE Act stuff that's happening? Okay.
Tell me everything.
Okay, so the SAVE Act is, it's the voter registration thing that is happening.
It feels racist.
It's probably less racist and more sexist. Okay. And the big reason that I say that is because...
Anytime you say voting stuff, I'm like, racism.
Well, yeah, because there's a lot of gerrymandering happening. Yeah. And so, but with the SAVE Act... well, I mean, yeah, it probably is racist and sexist. So it can be all the things. It's all the things. It's trying to keep. They say it's for keeping people who aren't supposed to be able to vote from voting, except you now have to show your license won't just allow you to vote. And so, the real ID. So you're supposed to go get a real ID, but I think you're supposed to bring another form of ID as well. But for most people, that means that you've got, they're like, we can accept a passport. Okay. Well, right. My mom doesn't have a passport. you know,
a lot of people don't have passports.
A lot of people don't, and it's expensive and it's time consuming to go get a passport. Or you can bring in your birth certificate to prove that that's your name, except married women have changed their names. I mean, older women particularly. I keep thinking about my mom with this, where I'm like, wait a minute. So all of a sudden, my mom's going to have to track down her birth certificate because I can guarantee she just doesn't have it sitting around. Right. And then her marriage license to show that she changed her name. And that's what a lot of this comes down to is people are going to have to prove, they're going to have all of this documentation.
But isn't that what we already had to do with to get a driver's license? Especially the real ID thing. You do have to take a different forms to get that ID. Yeah. So
yeah, I mean, you can't just walk in and be like, hey, can you give me this name?
Point? It makes no sense.
Yeah, no, none of it makes sense. So
because the underlying goal is to block people from voting that would have harder times accessing stuff.
But which is kind of funny because if you ask me, then the people that are trying to block certain votes are actually going to be blocking people they don't want to block.
Like old white men?
Like my mom.
Oh, it was like Temu
Lorax. Yeah. Well, it's going to be people who got married forever ago and don't have a passport.
By people, you mean Republicans.
Right.
And
specifically Republican women.
Yeah.
And then also people who are, immigrants who don't have their valid paperwork. Yeah. But one of the things, so I was really shocked, and this is where it gets into the feminism piece of it, because I got into an argument, which this is my own fault. I shouldn't engage with people on Facebook.
You had a Facebook fight? You didn't even tell me about it, babe.
Yeah,
I love watching you Facebook fight. I live vicariously
through my Facebook fight.
Yeah, because I'm never posting.
Yeah,
like I don't post anything. If you ever see me posting, it's Melody.
Yeah.
I pay her to post on mine.
You lurk.
I do lurk though, and sometimes I will like it or heart it. I will like it if you're a man, and I will heart it if you're a woman. I like to keep my gender boxes very clear.
Well, so this woman gets on and is talking about she's like, I think it's fine if women don't vote. It's a woman. It's a white woman who's saying this. I think it's fine if women don't vote because men have to go into the military.
Oh, that's true, obviously.
Right.
Please know I'm joking about all of this, especially gender boxes too.
But she brought up the draft. And she's like, men can be drafted. And I was like, wait a minute. Okay, so there has not been a draft since 1972.
Right. It was like...
And women could not buy a house without a man until 1974.
Right. That's like, this is like saying that like, everything like vitamins are vegan or something. I don't know. Like when I see things that are like kosher, vegan, GMO friendly, like,
the things
like
that
you're not, man, what?
Yeah.
Like, why are we putting those labels on?
Right. But I got really upset with this woman because I was like, this is just a stupid argument. Like, women can be in the military, and she's like, but they don't have to be. Men don't have to be either,
right? Because we don't have a draft.
We don't have a draft, like, and we haven't had a draft. Well, there's selective service, that men have to register for. It doesn't mean that they're enrolled in the military, though. But her whole argument was like, well, men have harder jobs than women.
Shut the fuck up.
But it reminded me of this story. So. Forever ago, when I was still married to a Marine and living the Marine Corps wife lifestyle, I had this incident where this man came. He was one of our neighbors, and he was awful. He was just the most like disgusting, like sexist man.
Was he in the service?
No, and he said he was like an artist or something, which I have a hard time believing. He was like really gross, just gross.
That means he made porn, babe.
he might have, because I think he had like
he
had like a life size like cougar like statue in his.
He was doing porn.
Yeah. But he came over one day because my husband invited him and was like, do you want to have some dinner with us? And so I was like, ugh. So the guy comes over and he hands me a bag of salad and he goes, here, you know what to do with this. And I was like, ugh.
Right.
But I was going to let it go until later when we're talking, and I think my husband said something about, well, Melody works at, I was working at a newspaper at the time. Melody works at a newspaper, and he was like, oh, what do you do? Well, she's a reporter. And this guy was like, oh, I just assumed you were in the military, like you were also a Marine, but you did something super girly. And I wanted to punch this guy in the face, because I'm like, you're seriously going to sit there and say like the Marines are like on par with like the Green Beret, like it's not elite special services, but it's like they're trained pretty highly.
Level,
and I can say that my dad was in the Navy. I can say my dad was in the Navy, so he chose that because he didn't want to get drafted.
Yeah.
And he ended up picking where he could go during Vietnam. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So basically this guy like said all of these very like sexist things. And afterwards I told my now ex, that man is never coming over here ever again. That he was so offensive to me. You don't shove a bag of salad in my face. Right? It was like a dull bag of salad. Like, come on. Right. You open up the bag and pour it into a bowl.
And then you put dressing on it.
Yeah. Like, come on. But I was like, what is wrong? Surprised. What is wrong with these people? And for this woman to sit there and she's like, she was like, what she said, if there was a war, God forbid, that required more people than the current amount we have, it would be men drafted, not women, not to mention other hard labor intense jobs and police force. Men do hard jobs so women don't have to. And I'm just
women do hard jobs so men don't have to. Like it goes both ways. Yeah. Like that's wild.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah. It just like, I just keep thinking about.
It's such an archaic way to think.
Right. And you're a woman.
And it's so not factual too.
Right.
Like some of the hardest jobs in the military are held by women. Like,
yeah. I mean, some of my students that I teach, like I'm like.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't want to mess with those girls. Like they were like incredible. They had incredible roles. In the military.
I just think I think that that's just such a limiting viewpoint. Yeah, like I'm not saying I want to do the jobs. I will,
but there are people that are. There are women who are very high up in the military.
Also it's like we don't want to not do. I'm not confined to a kitchen. Like we like to cook, but so does we have a lot of men friends that like to cook.
I also played roller derby and liked hitting the shit out of people. Yeah. So like there's just I've been shocked to see the amount of just stupid comments that are happening right now with all of the and it's like they're just holding on to whatever they can to like.
Yeah, that's what I feel like
justify their votes.
The Make America Great Again theory of like holding on to this traditional way of it's wild.
Yeah,
it's so clearly not where we're going. I only anecdotally know this, but even talking to my niece and nephew who are in the preteens, and I don't talk to them obviously about heavy stuff, but they it seems like they while they're in a more conservative family, and even if they have more conservative viewpoints, they're still so much more progressive than they don't have any issues with a lot of the things that they're that seems silly. I do think human rights are at least progressed a little bit beyond that's not what makes people conservative anymore almost.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
the younger generation.
Well,
and that's what I think we're just seeing a change in that. And that's what people are grasping onto in the conservative party sometimes.
Well, and I've always heard too that people hold tightly to those things before they really, because they're trying not to lose control.
Yeah. And it's the unknown, you know? And so it's especially exposure.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. But then there was also, did you hear about Donald Trump calling the men's USA hockey team?
Yes, but what was I thinking? What other women's team didn't go to the
okay. So what happened was that he calls the men's team to congratulate them on the gold. The women's team also won gold and has more golds than the men's team.
Okay, and nobody's surprised.
And made a comment about, well, I guess I'll have to invite the girls to the White House. And
what is this with the girls thing?
I don't know, but
because I love how we're saying the U.S. men's and it's and the girls. It's you mean the women's?
The women's team. They immediately declined.
Yeah, and they went to somebody offered them a party Flavor Flav. Yeah. And they took him up on it.
Yes,
and I'm
I would too.
I fucking love that.
I would too.
And Flavor Flav's old as fuck.
Yeah.
So
I saw Flavor Flav. I saw Flavor Flav in the airport. No, but he was in the airport one time, and it was so funny because
remember when Meg hung out with George Clinton and almost fucked him. You call Meg.
I feel like she
didn't intend to. Yeah, that's the whole crust of it. Was them fucking smoking weed together.
Yeah.
But then I think she was he started hitting on me and I was like, oh no, I'm married. I was Meg, that's the whole reason he took you on the bus, girl.
Yeah. I got invited back to a party after a Sir Mix-a-Lot show.
Oh my God.
In college.
Sir Mix-a-Lot, you're so old.
They were like, you want to come back to our party? And I was like, our after party?
Sir.
I was like,
Mix-a-Lot?
No.
You said no?
Yeah, I didn't go.
Lame.
I know.
Yeah, I would have gone.
I have a lot of stories that I do wish I had gone.
Well, I got in Tech Nine's bus.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave that story there. I'm just joking. Tech. We didn't fuck. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Shall we talk about casseroles?
Yes.
What kind of recipes are you working on this week?
You know what? I actually, this week, okay, I will mention that I started a sourdough mixer.
You would.
Or a sourdough starter.
Okay, I was what's a sourdough mixer?
No, a sourdough starter.
Sounds like a blizzard from Dairy Queen.
Well, okay, after Taylor Swift has been everywhere talking about her sourdough bread, my sister-in-law, I went home for Christmas, and actually, was it Christmas? I think it was, it was Christmas. And my sister-in-law made this really good dessert with sourdough. And I was like, ooh, this is really good. Ooh. I was surprised. Well, then I started getting recently some email newsletters that have new recipes on them. Actually, I think I'm getting Instagram ads. But for all of these different things that you can make with your sourdough leftover stuff.
Weird.
So I know.
I'm so grossed out yet intrigued by this.
I know. I'm intrigued.
Because I don't know, breaking down the taste of a sourdough. I'm like, no, I don't want that in a dessert.
Right. But it was so good. And I don't know. The biggest thing that they say about it is that it takes away the gluten And so it's actually gentler on your stomach than just like a regular loaf of
sourdough doughs.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know this.
Yeah. I didn't either. And so I'm like, well, maybe I'm going to try some things and kind of experiment and see what comes out of it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's what I'm working on. Well, okay. So I have to tell you, when we were home last summer, my mom celebrated her 80th birthday, and my hometown is like 7,000 people. There's not a lot in my hometown. It's mostly gas stations and like 4 pizza places. Lots of churches. So we went shopping, which is really, I mean, the only places you can shop is like, again, it's like a gas station or like Family Dollar. So we go shopping and we go to this like thrift shop and find like how small towns have those recipe books, like a church, the church has
many of them.
Yeah.
The Methodist Church cookbook.
Yep. And so
everybody contributes a recipe to it.
Yep. And it's so Midwestern. It's like full of casseroles.
Is it? I don't know if other people in other parts of the country are doing this or not, but it feels Midwestern.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's a good question. So
I assume that its origins are Midwestern.
I assume too. It's
hard to tell.
Yeah. That'd be an interesting thing to ask.
So should I write a research paper on it?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming because I guess like things like I think about like my family and like, I don't know, the coast. And I'm like, well, they're Italians. So it's like, yeah, like, of course they have their family recipes.
Yeah, but I doubt that they're writing it down in a cookbook.
I don't know if they're making a cookbook. Yeah.
For like to give out to your church family?
No, not publishing it like a damn book and like using it as a fundraiser for the ladies group.
Yeah.
The women's lunch.
Yeah, the women's luncheon group. So, but we found one of these cookbooks. And so it was a church potluck book. And to me, like anytime I think about like church potluck food, I always think of like green bean casserole or like not even green bean casseroles. That's
sounds so good right now.
I know. I made one.
I'm going to have to go to Texas Roadhouse tonight.
But like my mom would make this like Dorito casserole thing. You know, she called this thing, we had this dessert we really loved that she liked to she called it mock Eau Claire. It was supposed to be
sketchy.
mock eclair.
Oh,
but
I get it. Yeah, that didn't really translate.
No. But that's a very Midwestern thing too, where you don't get the name right because you don't know what an eclair is when you're living in the middle of Illinois.
Right. It's like I still don't.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd like it.
Yeah. Oh no, it's super good. But
is it like the tasty bread or like monkey bread?
Monkey's tasty bread. But the stuff that my mom would make was like it's like graham crackers.
Is it a bundt cake?
No, it's like graham crackers. It's like layers of graham crackers and like
an eclair,
vanilla pudding and.
Okay. Well, sign me up if it's got pudding in it.
Yeah.
I also just learned the origins of how like pudding came to be in like prisons and lunch cafeteria.
Prisons.
Yeah, it is part of it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
prison culture.
Yeah,
and church culture.
I love pudding.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Sometimes I do. Yeah,
He made like this man that had a pudding factory or whatever brand. He got it. I got a military contract to add a dessert to like their meals because it was like an easy portable kind of thing. Yeah,
super easy.
I'm assuming that there was a trickle down. I'm making a lot of assumptions here. I'm assuming the government was like, that's clever. You know what inmates could use? Some pudding.
Some pudding.
Clever. So.
That's great.
Yeah. That guy also like went on to, I think he got murdered or he was a murderer. I can't.
Sweet.
I learned of him in a podcast is the point of one of my murder podcasts.
Okay.
And I was like, interesting fact about pudding while I was eating a pudding cup. Because I get them
full circle
every time. I get snack
circle.
packs and I get the Tall Boys. Have you seen the Tall Boy snack packs?
Yeah.
Fucking love them.
Yeah.
They're adult size. And I'm like, I still eat 2 of them.
Yeah.
Say less.
I love that. Okay. So my mom found that, or she pulled it. So that was over the summer for her birthday. I get home for Christmas and she's like, remember that book you got me? And this surprises me. My mom love her to death, a terrible cook. terrible cook.
Bless her heart.
Like
my grandma was a terrible cook. Burned everything.
Yeah.
It was like a joke.
Well, and I've made things before where mom's like, what is in this? It is so spicy. And I'm like, Mom, it's basil.
It's paprika.
Yeah.
It's just paprika.
Yep.
Paprika is white spicy.
Yeah.
It's like the spices of the white world. Caucasians.
Yeah. She's like,
cooking with Caucasians.
Yeah.
Paprika, guys.
A lot.
Paprika.
Yeah. So, but so she rarely cooks. But she was like, well, I pulled it out and I found a couple of recipes I really liked. That's the first one that she really loved. It was a cucumber salad recipe. And like I grew up with.
Yeah, sounds good.
Well, we would do like, the like, some people do like cucumber and like vinegar. I guess it's like a pickly.
My mom does like a dill creamy cucumber salad.
We would use sour cream a lot. I know.
I just had an idea. Is like, should we start bringing in?
Probably so.
And like tasting each other's like just
casseroles.
We can eat and like It's like, should we start doing this?
Yeah.
They're like, I'm bringing corndog casserole.
Yeah.
I'm doing it because I'm just so curious to make this.
Yeah.
I'm like, how on earth will this?
That's
like,
the guy. What was his name? The guy next door.
I can't. The barefoot something. That's what I was looking at, but I didn't want to start the audio. I'm sure it'll just come up in my reels. But I was like, I was looking for it, and I was like,
you look for that. So, okay, so, and we used to have. So we had a huge garden when I was.
My bad.
Was that right?
I don't know what this is, so it's like I kind of want to watch it.
But we had a huge garden growing up, and we always had cucumbers, a ton of cucumbers. And so we would make like a cucumber. It was like Morton salt.
Yeah.
It was like a salt mix thing that had like garlic and salt, pepper, some other things, a little bit of sugar, and sour cream. And it was really good. It was always my favorite. Yeah. But this had vinegar and mayonnaise.
I feel like that's actually what maybe my mom made.
Really?
Yeah, because I am so Midwestern. I fucking love mayo.
Yeah.
I could just
Me too. Honestly.
Love it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, should I have an aioli on it? Just because I want mayo and I want to make it sound nicer.
Yeah. Aioli's the fancy version of mayo.
It's just like mayo and garlic, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what. I'm obviously
maybe some lemon juice or something. Yeah.
Okay. It's like it's just mayo based, right?
Yeah. It's mayo.
And I don't really like vinegar, ironically. But
yeah, I'm not a big vinegar person. Mom used to like clean with it sometimes. But
like my
the
family's
thing
fucked
is,
with vinegar a lot, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. The thing is, she like mixed it up. And then she was like, taste this. And it was just the vinegar and mayonnaise.
Oh, God. No, Mom.
And I just was like, and my younger brother was standing there too. And he was like, oh, he was like, it looks like milk. And like, so, but she's just like chowing on it. And she like kept going, can you go get me 4 cucumbers?
Is she pregnant?
And
Jesus.
Then, no, and then would eat this whole thing. And none of the rest of us touched it, but she just ate it and ate it and ate it.
I mean, that's probably good for her gut.
It probably. But then
my grandpa used to take apple cider vinegar shots every morning.
Yeah, I've done that before. It's actually really good for cleaning your sinuses out. I know. I don't do it anymore.
A Midwesterner.
Yeah.
Farm kids. This is farm kids.
That's why I would be like, good if in a zombie apocalypse because I'm snorting.
I would just be robbing people for birth control.
Yeah.
And pills.
And guns.
And obviously ammunition and antibiotics.
Yeah.
Actually, no, like that's where the only thing I think I used to have a dog that was diabetic, and that was right when Walking Dead came out. And so I did pick up very quickly that I was like, oh, insulin's going to be the currency of the world.
Yeah.
Insulin and antibiotics are the currency of the world when the world ends. So it's like, I know right where I'm going.
Yep.
And that is what will be I'm a criminal at heart. I was a delinquent child. By the grace of God and my Midwestern mother, did I make it anywhere past high school.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm going to put my skill set to good use, and I'm just going to hold up the Walgreens around the corner.
Yes, that's very wise.
I mean, in an apocalypse, not right now.
Yeah, not right now. I also, so the other thing my mom made out of this cookbook was scalloped corn.
Ooh. I don't like scalloped potatoes, but I'll eat them. But I love corn.
Yeah, and this is just like corn and like Jif. The cornmeal.
The cornbread mix.
Cornbread.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was like,
cornbread.
Jiffy is the peanut butter.
Yeah, not Jiffy.
Jif is the cornbread.
Yeah. So it's basically
biscuit.
that. And she made a bunch of that. And then she's like, so then she texted
I've
me.
had that, yeah.
She makes it all the time now. She was like, oh, but this is a better scallop corn recipe. And I was like, okay. It's not like that. I'm not making scallop corn. Like I barely even eat green beans anymore because that's all I grew up with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are things where you've evolved further than I have. I still am like, what is this? What is that? And it's like, oh, it's a Brussels sprout. Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll just have corn and green beans. That's the only two vegetables.
Yeah.
I think broccoli on somebody's birthday. Somebody might get a broccoli.
Okay.
But Mom did start steaming broccoli, and I think she still uses her fucking steamer from Pampered Chef.
Yeah.
From 1984.
Okay.
So,
see, that's the thing is my mom hates all of that stuff. Like Brussels sprouts, absolutely not.
Yeah, I actually found that I love those things. Like, there's a lot of vegetables that I really like, asparagus, like Brussels sprouts, spinach. I never had any of that growing up.
Yeah, I didn't either. And it was funny because when I became a vegetarian and I started making like polenta, my mom was like, is that just corn mush? Like, your grandmother used to eat that all the time. And I was like,
it's just grits.
Yeah. And also I love it. And then like other stuff too that she's like, oh yeah, your dad used to eat asparagus all the time.
Right.
Ugh. And I'm like, Mom, I love asparagus. I mean, I also don't have the like.
That's what I kind of wonder. It's like why we're for such a farm family. Like, I mean, we are still in the city, but like my grandparents grew up on farms, and my dad did for a little while. It's like, why have we suddenly limited our vegetables? I think it's because I also was of the revolution of like 70s housewives who learned about canned goods.
They had microwaves all of a sudden, and canned goods and TV like, dinners.
Yeah. And so it's like I think my grandma, my mom's mom, was very much like a working mom cook. And she wasn't a good cook. My mom's a good cook, but her mom was not a great cook. And so I think that like that's how green beans and corn got a little bit more. Yeah, same. And it's fun. It's just funny to me because I'm like, why aren't we canning our own stuff? And like
I do.
You would. You fucking would. See,
my tiny little garden too. I just have to tell you, my mom texted me the other night and she just wrote, I made scalloped corn today and I couldn't find it. I was sitting on it.
What? There's so many questions.
I did too, and I was like, I don't understand.
Like, when you first said, I was like, how did she lose the scalloped corn?
She was sitting on it.
What? Huh?
I have no idea.
She the recipe?
No, the corn.
She sat on it.
She sat on her corn.
Was it Chris Jones's corn? I'm gonna sit on that.
Yeah, so I don't know.
That's really random.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to shout out though to your barefoot neighbor is adorable. He has fun little recipes that are usually pretty easy, and he also is like so non-judgmental. He's like, just whatever. He's really funny, but he does have some wild casseroles.
Yeah, that corndog casserole.
So I think we should try this. Like if we have time.
Yeah.
Like even if like one of us makes it, so like one thing a month or something.
Yeah.
It's like this week you make it, and like next week, next 2 weeks I'll make it.
Yeah.
And so we can like try each other's random, but we have to find like the wildest.
Oh,
I know, right? But like wild that we'll still eat.
Yeah. Okay.
Like don't bring in like sauerkraut casserole because like that's disgusting. Nobody's eating that. But like I fuck with corn dogs.
Yeah. Well,
but I won't make stuff that you won't eat.
You know, I lived in North Carolina for a while, and when I was there were like pickled pig feet.
No,
I'm not doing that either.
I'm not doing that.
Also, that's very North Carolina or South. It's a Southern thing. It's not Midwestern, but yeah. So, do you have any must-haves, Midwestern must-haves right now?
What do you mean?
Like any foods or anything that you're like?
I'm randomly really into pears right now, but it's just like a wintertime thing.
Same.
Pears I get really into pears. I'm ready for summer's food. Mm-hmm. I think I'm ready for like grilled out meat and stuff like that, and like salads. Mm-hmm. So I'm craving a steak because I'm trying to eat less red meat and shellfish, which the only thing I eat is shrimp and steak. Yeah, because I'm Midwestern, and I was like, "What'd you say about high cholesterol?" So I'm trying really hard to stop eating beef.
Yeah,
it's not going well. I really prefer beef over chicken. Yeah. So plus Addie, I decided Addie, my pit bull, has a chicken allergy. A lot of dogs have chicken allergies that people don't realize.
Really?
I guess so. I'm not informed at all.
Okay.
but my vet and I talked about it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get Addie off the chicken.
Okay.
She's a beef girly now.
Yeah.
Yeah, or lamb.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, no. I'm just, really craving some summer foods.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it. This nice weather.
Yeah.
So
it's happening.
Right?
It's happening. We're like days away from moving our clocks. So
oh my God, I can't wait.
Yeah, same. I thought we should tell the story of Colorado.
Oh, Colorado.
Which Colorado?
Right? It was like the time. Is this my birthday trip?
Yes.
Was it?
Yes,
Was it? Katie
it
had a
was.
job interview.
Yeah.
Okay. Go.
Okay, so we decided to go to Colorado for Kelsey's birthday one year.
I don't even remember how old I was turning. It
I don't remember either. It's been a while. It
had to be a decade ago.
Yeah,
It was definitely over a decade ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe 31 or 32.
Well, it was right when weed was getting legalized everywhere because
Was it?
Yeah, because there were a bunch of people that were going out there. Because I remember Colorado was one of the first states that legalized weed,
and then was on like or in 12 or something.
I don't remember. I mean, it could have been, but that was like, well,
I wouldn't start.
I don't know.
After that.
Yeah.
Anyways, doesn't matter.
It was, and I remember this because there were all these like distribution centers, or there were places everywhere, dispensaries.
Yeah.
So, but we had decided not for the weed. We did not decide to go to Colorado for the weed. We decided just because it's beautiful, and obviously. I mean it's a short drive from.
Yeah.
I mean it's a long drive, but we were like, okay, let's go to Colorado. And Kelsey likes to stay in Airbnbs.
Because I'm bougie.
But also, you found us this really, really cute, this cute cabin.
Yeah, we had a cute little A-frame cabin. It had a sex shed. It was just a cute cabin, but they had they had a little shed that had, it was just like a bedroom, basically. Like it was big enough for a queen size bed and maybe a one nightstand. Yeah. So we called it the sex shed. Yeah. And it was just like where the A-frame cabin, there was like a deck built around it, right?
Yeah.
So it's like it was just connected to it.
Yeah, but it wasn't as sketchy
as it sounds.
Yeah, and it was at Estes Park. I think it was Estes Park.
Yeah, that was in Estes.
Yeah, so like it's this beautiful place.
It really was.
We decided we were going to leave a little bit early, and we couldn't get into.
Wait, wasn't it when we came into town and couldn't get our the A-frame house?
Yeah,
so the first night we stayed
somewhere else.
Oh, you mean leave Kansas early?
Yeah, we wanted to leave Kansas early to get there a little bit quicker. So we had to find a different place to stay the first night. And we were like, okay, well, let's find something. Like we had already paid. I mean, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad what we paid.
I think it was like $80 or $60. It was like $60.
Yeah. For the new, because we knew that we were staying in this nice place and we didn't want to stay in a hotel. So we were like, well, we'll just find a cheap place. So yeah. So what'd you say? 60?
I think it was 60.
It was like, 20 for each of us.
Yeah. It was like so cheap. And so it was like, fuck it.
And it looked really cute.
It looked kind of cool.
Yeah. It was like, oh, it's a little, also like kind of rustic looking.
Yeah. Like it was all very Colorado-y.
Yeah. Yeah.
Naive,
yeah.
Kansas selves.
Yeah. So we're driving there and we get there. And the first thing I notice is that, it sends us down the road and there's a dispensary right there. And we're like, oh, okay, well, then obviously
we get some drugs
and then you veer off onto like a dirt path.
Remember the first thing I feel like we saw was it the piano?
The first thing I remember were peacocks. There were peacocks.
Oh, okay,
everywhere.
I was actually going to say that. I was like, I know there were peacocks involved in this.
And there were also mannequins.
A mannequin. And we think we saw like peacocks and then a mannequin and then across what we now know is a leach field. Yeah. We'll answer that question in a minute. Was the piano.
Like a old timey piano just sitting in a field.
Yeah, like a baby grand or something.
Yeah. And I don't even think it was a baby grand. It was like a stand,
it was like an upright.
Yeah, an old upright. And so we're like, okay, well, we pull up to this place and we're looking around. We can't, we're like trying to figure out where this is. We don't see it anywhere. And then you want to tell this part?
Baby hawk. Yeah. So we walk. I think we stop and we're like, what the fuck? Because we see this piano and like there's mannequins. We're like, we're starting to get sketched out. And we get out of the car. And I think that we're joking at this point that nobody wants to get out of the car. But did I get out? Did we send Katie?
I don't even remember.
I don't remember either. But let's pretend like it was me.
Yeah.
So I get out of the car and they encounter a little child. with long hair, long stringy hair, named with completely naked,
Completely.
just dick and balls out, and named Hawk.
Yeah.
Fittingly.
Yep.
And and he's just staring at me, just completely naked. And I was like, oh, hello. Oh, fuck. And child predator. Like, he's a predator. I'm not the child predator. He's a child that is a predator.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah. So that was our first introduction to this place. Someone's like, where are your mommy and daddy? And
then he just like ran inside his house.
Yeah, which was also... Like, it felt like a shell of a home.
It was, well, it looked like they built it.
Yeah, like
themselves.
It was a house.
Yeah.
But it was like, I feel like doors were open. Like, there were no doors.
Yeah, something, there were like, I remember they came out and they...
Yeah, they were like, watch out for where we were parked.
Yeah.
Is what is known as a leach field.
Yeah.
Which is...
We Googled it because we didn't know.
We were like, what the fuck is a leach field? I was like, there's leeches out here? Turns out it's like a septic.
Yeah, it's like an all-natural septic tank.
Poop.
So...
It was poop,
yeah.
to be clear.
They said, be careful because your car might sink into the leach field, and we realized it was their feces. And then... we go into the place. So they're like, hey, the place you're staying is out behind our house where the leach field is. And it turns out it's just a little...
it's like a 1970-something Winnebago with what we endearingly call a faux facade. Faux facade of wood. Like, they just literally nailed fucking 2x4s on this thing. And like made it look like a rustic cabin. Yeah,
but it was just like a little camper. Yeah, a little camper.
It was literally like the RV Winnebago. Yeah, I grew up going camping with my grandparents.
Same with my grandma and grandpa. Yeah. And there was no bathroom, so the bathroom
didn't work. Like, there was a bathroom, but it was like a store. Like, there were things in it. And like the thing is, when you walk in, there was like there was things everywhere. Yeah, like in drawers. Like, the drawers are full. Yeah, and why we thought we should snoop around. Like, this played out exactly like every fucking horror movie that you've seen. And we are living that experience and knowing, like, I just opened the drawer. What did you find, Melody? What did you find? What is it?
What did you find?
It was human teeth.
A little
like
baggy.
adult molars, not even like baby teeth. That's weird, but also our moms are fucking weird. Yeah. But like, I get that you're obsessed with your child. No, these are adult molars. Yeah. And like a ponytail, like somebody's hair clippings.
So there was a whole horse ponytail too. Like, it was just like
that whole horse ponytail.
Yeah. And so I think at one point we were like, do we stay here? And
right. Like, it was like, okay, this is creepy, and it's like funny, but for real, this is how horror movies start. And we're like three young women. Yeah. Is this unsafe?
Yeah. There was a creek behind the house. And so instead of us going in their house, we just
peed outside.
We peed.
I do remember that. I can't believe I didn't get poison ivy either.
I know.
Because I get poison ivy everywhere I go. Yeah. Like, no matter what I'm doing, I'll get poison ivy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh, cityscape, poison ivy.
Yep.
Yeah. Every fucking vacation I get poison ivy.
Yep. Or just working.
Really, just, I mean, every bringing from May until like September, I'm getting poison ivy.
Yep.
So
so eventually we decided we were going to stay. I remember you guys made me sleep right by the door because you're like, if one of us gets murdered, because I'm the one that's always like, I'm down for anything. She's
the agreeable one, and she also was, I think, the most fit at the time. And
and also I was like, guys, it's an experience, because like I like fun stories.
It's like, my solution to this was, I was like, okay, so what we ended up doing was, it was like, there's only one way to get through this. Yeah. And it's obviously drugs and alcohol. So I was like, we're getting wasted. We're going out. We're getting wasted. We're going to come back to this place as late as possible, and we're going to leave it as early as possible. Yeah. So getting home at 2 a.m. after the bars close, and we're leaving at like 8 a.m. Yep. So we have 6 hours to survive, if you will. Let's think of it as a game show. Yeah. Okay. We have 6 hours to survive.
To hopefully not have somebody drive like a fork or something,
right,
like a
pitchfork
or
like,
a sickle or
put
whatever.
Our heads like on the wind
On a
chimes
stake,
or whatever.
yeah.
Makes lamps out of her skin.
Yeah.
I would buy it.
Collect our teeth.
I would buy your skin. Like an arts and crafts show. So we get really high, I think stoned, because it's like Colorado. So it's like the only way to get through this is to get wasted and then get stoned.
Yeah.
And pass the fuck out. And then we're going to hungover drive to the next town.
Yeah.
Because we were in, this was in.
Was it Longmont?
Longmont. Yeah. Longmont.
Yeah.
I don't know how you say it.
Longmont,
but now I have heard now of the reputation. Like, I do think it's a sketchier place. So now we know.
Yeah.
But anyways, so yeah, we did not, I don't think, did we see Hawk again? I can't remember.
No, I don't think we ever saw them again. I think we were just
I remember trying to well, I guess maybe that was when we were talking to them and they were like, you guys can come shower in here. And we were like, thank you, but no, thank you.
Yeah.
We'll just use the creek behind the house.
Yeah. We were like, no, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good. Use the creek behind the house.
behind the faux facade.
Naked and afraid.
Yeah. I was like, I actually know how to make a bowdrill, so it's no big deal at all. Melody bought chicken critters. We're fine.
I love it. Yeah. Yeah. And then actually you did use the sex shed.
Well, at the next place, not that place, at the next place, at the next lovely vacation home. Mm-hmm. We, yes, I think the whole reason, not the whole reason, but I did meet a guy on one of those stupid fucking ropes courses where everybody looks like a lesbian. And, somehow I started picking up on the guide guy.
Yeah.
And we had like a fun little banter. So I was like, well, I'm coming back to Colorado in a couple weeks. Okay.
And then you were like, Melody,
I planned a whole trip, to come see him.
Yeah.
But he didn't know. Yeah. And I ended up staying in the sex shed. Yeah, I did. What of it? It was my 30s.
Yeah.
I was wilding out in my 30s, okay? And then I think how that ended, though, remember when he called me?
Yeah.
And I'm going to out myself here because I follow the whole story, listen to the whole thing, is that he called me and was like, I think you gave me an STD. And I was like, I didn't give you shit. What the fuck? And he was accusing me of giving him an STD. Yeah. And I was like, I didn't give you. So, of course, I freak out and go get tested. Negative. And so I'm like, I didn't give you a fucking STD, dude. What the fuck? Turns out he'd spent the whole freaking week in the forest doing MDMA. Is that what it is? So. And like peeing in streams and shit and not hydrating. And he had like a kidney infection or some bladder infection. And I was like, and so he called to clarify. And I was like, before you go around throwing wild accusations at girls that you slept with in the sex shed over the vacation, you should check your facts, okay? So, yeah. So I was like, lose my fucking number. And then I literally never talked to him again. Yeah. That one didn't work out, guys. This is why I'm single. So, Steven, if you're listening, don't call me. I hope you got chlamydia. For real.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, vacations. We always have so much fun on vacation. We should go. We should do the birthday. Basically, it's my birthdays too. I always want to go on vacations for my birthdays.
Yeah, and I'm always down.
Yeah. Any other notes on the Colorado vacation?
It makes me sad that it ended up being what it was for me because I actually had a friend who died by suicide during that weekend, and he had. The hard thing was he had like called before we left that night, before we left Kansas, and was like, "I'm going to do it," and I was like, "Please don't."
Yeah, and then, Melody, you were like talking to me. Yeah, like weren't you almost like up all night trying to talk to him?
Yeah, I don't remember, but
I feel like you didn't get very much sleep because you were like communicating with him or something.
Yeah, and then
or calling.
Yeah, it was a little rough, and then we were in the mountains, so we didn't have.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
I was in the sex shed, so
you were in the sex shed.
My bad.
But yeah, so I didn't have internet, and then as soon as we were back in like a place that had the internet, I found out he had killed himself, and it was really heartbreaking.
It's horrible.
Yeah. So sometimes I mean, we had a great time, but at the same time, like that was a really emotional weekend for me.
Yeah, it was.
And I hate that I kind of have that connotation or that connection to your, because it was a fun birthday,
Yeah,
like
it was a great trip. But and we also, like the other friend we were with, like we had a falling out with, and like things were pretty ugly with her, and like I think you and I regard it as you know, it's like we have these great memories that she's involved with that were fun at the time. And I ended up getting like such a toxic friendship. But at the same time, and like that really sad thing. But
Yeah.
I think that's also part of like our friendship is seeing a lot of highs and a lot of lows.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We generally, even when things are low, have a lot of fun together.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that was a hard time.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Way to ruin the vibe, Mel.
I know.
On a lighter note, Mel, is there anything that you're obsessed with this week?
Yeah. This is so random, but I do want to talk about it.
I'm interested in this.
Yeah.
Tell me everything.
I got the shower scrub.
I was thinking like a shower, like a body scrub.
It's like, yeah, it's an exfoliator. And
not like a sponge.
No, no, it's an exfoliator, and it's from this brand called Frank Body. It's
Body
like,
yada yada.
Body yada yada. It is made of coffee and cocoa, and so it smells incredible. And like I have super dry skin anyway, but this winter has been a nightmare on my skin, and so I've gotten rid of some scales.
Ew, that's what I was laughing when I saw when she wrote, "My scaly winter skin is under control."
Yeah.
I was like, gross, Mel.
Yeah. And it smells so good. It smells like a mocha when I'm in the shower and I'm just like rubbing it all over. And so I love it. And it has like essential oils, which I know essential oils sometimes have like that connotation about them. But it's really good for my skin, and I really loved it. Yeah. But then it also looks like there's just like coffee grounds all over my shower when I'm done. So I hate that part. But also my shower's covered in like Crayola stuff for my kids
really?
too. Oh yeah. It's like that Crayola, like the stuff you're supposed to
like
be able to draw on your
use.
but it didn't come off. And so
false advertisement.
Yeah.
Maybe Crayola will get in touch and buy you a new bath.
I doubt it, but
well, mine I use spray tan shit.
Yeah.
Like when because my hair is so thick and I have so much hair, and especially when I wear it curly, like it doesn't shed. Like, so my drains get clogged really fast.
Yeah.
And then like on top of that, like the heavy conditioners I use, and then like spray tan stuff. And it's like, it looks like I shat in the water and it's like filling up, and I'm basically standing in it. Ooh. And I'm like, this is disgusting. Yeah. I have like things that girls do that are actually kind of gross. Like, I'm like, I'm grossing myself out right now. So.
Yeah. It happens.
Well, that Frank Body sounds lovely.
Yeah, it's great. So check it out.
I'll
it's
have
nice.
to look up.
What about you? You told me a story.
I had my favorite thing that happened to me this week was that I had a little dog that I rescued because that's what I do. But he rescued me because so I'm driving. I'm like out in the country, kind of dirt roads. And I'm just driving, minding my own business. Yeah. And I see this dog dart from a house and like come onto the highway and like start chasing my car. And I see him. And like, I was like, no, oh my God, oh my God, it's so cute. But also, please stop, you're going to get by my car. And he's chasing me and he's like catching up to my fucking car as I'm like slowing down.
Oh, okay.
But so yeah, I get out and cause I can see he's like run away from home. And I was like, I've got to get this guy. And I can tell he's wearing a collar and he has a leash or a tag on him. So I'm like, okay, like I can help here. And so I pull over and like from a mile away, he's like running towards me. My arms are open. And it was just like, this is my dream come true. This is the best thing that could have ever happened to me. And so he just comes to me and I was like, hi, Bubba's. And I don't know why I put him in my car, but I just had gone to grocery shopping too. And so he's like fucking stepping on everything. And I was like, don't fucking bananas. God damn it. But so anyways, he was so cute. And I called his mom, Tiffany. And he had a tag and Tiffany's name was on it. And so I called and she goes, did you find my dog? And like, she's like almost crying. Oh, I know. She was really sweet. And so I was like, yes, he's a fucking amazing. If you want me to take him, I will. But she was like, I'm just like, right. She was like, I can see you. Yeah. So he like just was like a mile, like not even a mile, like half a mile down the country roads. And so she was like, I think I can see you if you're that car pulled over. And so I just like turned around and took him back home. And she was like, I swear to God, this dog. And she is like this perfectly well-behaved husky that's also there.
Really? Wow.
That's like, he's doing free dog shit. That's that's why when you get a free dog, they do free dog shit. And there's a comedian that does this whole bit on like free dog shit. And it's great. Anyways, so that was the highlight of my week. Was this fucking blessed little soul.
Oh, I
ran
that.
into my arms.
Oh,
You know, he
that's
was
so
perfect.
sweet.
Yep. Hopefully it happens every week, but hopefully they all are saved. Nothing bad happens. Let's go get some Texas Roadhouse.
Okay.
We need to get sponsors.
Texas Roadhouse, call us.
Call us and Chris Jones. Until next time, guys.
Yeah. Until next
Love
time.
you.
Bye.
Bye.